I'm your host, the Beast 93. I'm up at the store here. I bought Porsche UW 160 auger wagon. Yeah, traded in my trailer that I had, which was the Boss Meyer. I bought traded in my trailer that I had, and I bought the Flegel semi trailer instead, because I know there's been a lot of problems with that Boss Meyer and I don't want it to crash my game in the middle of the stream. What's going on, Mr. DJ? How you doing, buddy? Hope everything's going well. I'm gonna have to wait here a few minutes or a little bit for this crop moisture to go away. Yeah, I'll make sure you go over and check out Mr. Aussie tonight. He's doing his charity stream for some of the local farmers over there in Australia. Hey, Nicholas Farm, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? It won't be a long stream today. I've only got, I think, 4 fields to harvest. No, I got more than that. Let me pull over here and let's take a look. I tell you what, they need to hurry up and get ready, because we ain't got but a few days left to harvest. We've got our both of our sunflower fields are ready. That barley field we bought is ready. Our little small wheat field up there is ready. And that's it. We're still waiting on soybeans, sugar beet, and our cornfield to finish. I find it a lot easier to live stream harvests than it is to shoot a video. That way nobody has to sit there and watch oh, what the heck was that? That way you don't have to make people sit there through the... My God, what the heck is going on here? As I was saying, it's just so people ain't got to sit there and watch you speed it up all the way through. That's sweet, Nicholson Farm. What map are you on? Are you gonna do the Grease Monkey Challenge on? But we got a truck and our trailer here. This is that thanks, DJ. I appreciate it, buddy. Glad you could stop by. Alright. Just in time. Make sure ain't nobody coming. Should be leaving Straswas, I think. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I've already got 135 bales made, so I'm only gonna be able to make 65 more. I'll make whatever I can off of this field, and then I'm gonna sell them directly because our money's a little low, and I just borrowed, I think, 65 grand from the bank to buy that trailer. That's awesome. Next one ought to be a good, ought to be real fun on that map. I got 2 harvesters here. Trying to get these headlands started. This field ain't really particularly square enough to hire it off myself here first. Tell you, for one fertilizer state, the yield's not doing too bad right now. I was expecting it to be a lot worse than this. Now I'll come back here at the end and get all this stuff over here. If anybody wants to take the chance and see what kind of mods you need, you're more than welcome to jump on. Like I said, it's not going to be a very long stream. Shouldn't take too long. I think this is the biggest field I've got to harvest here. Oh, that ain't good. Damn bugs going to everybody in it. Oh. Whenever I do my headlands, I like to turn the straw swath off just so it don't, because when you come back and bale it, it can cause problems. You end up running on top of a bale if it comes out right there, or another row stops at. So I just turn the swath off, do a couple of headlands, and then turn it back on. Get our other combine started up here when I get down here. Pretty straight on this side, so he should be okay. Hopefully. I neglected some of Jockey Ink's pigs, and they died while I was speeding up time. I forgot about my animals. I think I had 5 sheep died, and I think 12 of the pigs died, so I had to spend some money to replace those pigs for Jockey Inc. Ooh, she's full. Capacity ain't very good, but that's alright. I gotta jump all the way back over here to it. Got the Massey Ferguson 8700 out today. I've been using that Dukes for quite a bit here lately. Figured I'd change it up. Yeah, I done I think I sped ahead like 3 days, and then I realized, oh, I got animals I needed to check on. And when I went and looked at them, I had 13 pigs and 45 sheep. I said, oh boy. But that's alright, we got it straightened out. Thank goodness. I suppose you might as well go ahead and get this little bit knocked out here. What'd you guys think about the fact sheets we got today? Gonna be nice to have a bigger loader. That New Holland looked pretty awesome. I'm not particularly sure how New Holland does their numbering, but the one that we got now is the W170E or C, I believe. And if the numbers are right, I'm pretty sure the 170 is a 17-ton machine, and then the new one we're supposed to be getting will be a 19-ton machine, so it should have a little bit more power than the one we got. I personally like using the New Holland one because it's got it's got the extended reach on it. Don't jump out of the combine. It's got the extended reach on it, so it's a lot easier to load trucks. Yeah, DJ, it's gonna be interesting to see the dual wheels on the JCB. Yeah, Nicholson, I've noticed that too so far, but I kinda I want to believe that they're not going to give everything away because there's too many pieces of equipment, too much machinery in the game for them to fit everything in. So I think we'll have a few surprises when the game comes out. It's gonna be interesting. I thought it was pretty interesting that you could put the dual wheels on the 6 Series John Deere and be able to put a front wheel on it. I mean, you still gonna have your standard. You still gonna have your standard 4-wheel drive tractors that we got now from Agco. That's gonna be in there. Let them go. I need to go. Hey, Tiny, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Glad you could stop by. We're doing a little harvesting here on the Valley of the Old Farm. This will be episode 15, I believe. I didn't have much to do during the summertime, so I just kind of skipped around. That's why videos has been kind of spread out. And I was gonna record this episode, and I decided, you know what, we'll just go ahead and live stream it, because I believe I said whenever we was cutting all these trees down here that I was gonna live stream during the harvest times. That's good. Is a fall weather up there where you at, Tiny? I know it is down here, and it feels awesome. Nice. It ain't been too humid down here around my house. It ain't been too bad. Whoa, my bad, buddy. I didn't mean to stop you there. Well, by God, I guess you're just gonna have to stop. I think he got up to 78 here today. I mean, it was still warm outside, but there wasn't no humidity in the air. It got down to 54 last night. Supposed to be down to 55 for the low tonight. It's 69 now. Oh, sweet. I didn't know you could extend the tires out. Hey, Walter Brotherton, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've ever seen you in here before. Glad you could stop by. Just doing a little harvesting here on the Valley Old Farm. That's right, DJ. I'm gonna attempt to drive by this guy this time. Maybe. The header's just a little bit too wide for this combine. That's alright. Got a little snow last night on this, but didn't none of it stick on the ground. Of course, I got it turned off on here too. I was one of those that was super excited for snow when they first, when seasons first came out on consoles, and I was on Westport Hills, I believe, and let it snow one time, and that was it. That's all I could handle. Ended up turning it off after that. Hey, Mr. B Gaming, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Just doing a little harvesting here, trying to get some fields done, so we ain't trying to do everything at one time. Got 2 sunflower fields, this barley field here, then I got that small wheat field to do today. And then we're still waiting on our sugar beets, soybeans, and our corn. And I think I messed up too. I was gonna plant winter crops, but I done messed around and let the ground temperature get too low. Mr. B, you got a daggum good payday off them logs the other day. I've watched it. Lots of timber work to do on this map, that's for sure. That's a lot, dude. That's a good payday. No, I think I said earlier if somebody wanted to jump on, you could, but kind of hard considering I didn't put it on. I didn't put it up the map on multiplayer. Didn't think nothing about it. Just a little bit right there, not too much though. I'm gonna try this again. There we go. Just got enough reach. I think his truck's almost full. Yeah. 10,000 more, no. About 12,000 more liters. Yep, Mr. B, it is. It's if I ain't mistaken, I think the headers that you're supposed to put on this particular combine is the 25-foot header, and I got the 35-foot headers on here, I believe. Yep, I got the 35. So I may end up trading those in and getting the 25 footers. I'll make unloading a little easier. I'm in the process of setting up a farm on Goldcrest, and what I'm thinking about doing is doing a 24-day seasons on that map for 1 year. It's just gonna be a corn soybean farm with wheat as the cover crop, and I'm gonna do some sugar beet harvesting, sugar beets on that. So that ought to be interesting. So y'all look out for that here for too long. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. For sure, for sure. Yep, 24 days, and I'm gonna have the time set on I think 30, 15. I hadn't made up my mind yet. I know there's a certain I I believe it's 15 days for 24-day season. I may be wrong, but I'm not sure. But I went on there, I put in a bunch of money, I bought a bunch of big equipment. Uh, I built my own farm instead of using what was there. Uh, I'm in the process now of harvesting what's already on the fields and plowing everything and getting everything ready. Because at first I was debating on doing either the 24-day seasons or doing a 2,000 head of cows without seasons on them. But man, I tell you, I've been playing with seasons so long, it's just hard to go on a map and not play with it on. But it is nice. it is nice not having no what am I trying to say here? But just having freedom, I guess. Just you know, ain't having to wait several days for stuff to grow. You just speed the time up, and it's your plants is up out of the ground. Sweet. I hadn't played Oatfield Farm yet, I don't think. Yeah, I think it'll be pretty interesting. I hadn't seen, of course, I hadn't been looking either, but I hadn't seen anybody play with anything over 9 day seasons, which I can't say I don't blame nobody for not playing over 9 days, because I get bored super easy, or you just run out of stuff to do. And if you got animals, that's all you do is take care of animals, and you ain't got no field work or nothing to do. But there is a little logging you can do on Goldcrest, but I don't think I'm gonna do logging on there. Probably just wood chipping, cause I'm gonna have my hands full. Uh, I'm gonna have my hands full logging on this map. I'll tell you what, time's been flying by. We just a little over a month away from FS19. I tell you, I ain't so sure if this ain't one of the most anticipated games of the year, honestly. Yeah, Tiny, I was on there the other day. I was riding around looking at the logging areas. I haven't quite decided. Yeah, that's what I think, Mr. B. On 30 times, it'll go by. It'll go by pretty quick. So I still got a lot of work I got to do though to get ready for it. Because I'm trying to go ahead and get every field plowed, um, and cultivated, ready for seeding as soon as. What geo you using, Tiny? I'm kind of stuck between the Midwest, because you can get 2 harvests on with that geo, Maybe maybe the Oregon Geo, or maybe even the Minnesota Geo. I don't know. I think that's the only three American Geos there are. Whoa. It's a guardrail right there. What Geo are you using? Are you using the Geo at all? Uh-oh, they having a standoff. I'll go ahead and get these. Nice. That's what I'm thinking about using. I hadn't used it since trying to think. I think I used it on Lone Oak when it first came out because they didn't have a Geo for it. And then I switched over to the Minnesota Geo. I gotta run this combine up to the wheat field. Get him started on the wheat, and I'm gonna take that other combine back to get the sunflower header and get him started. And I'll go put the auger wagon up, and I got another trailer up there I'll use for sunflowers, because it ain't gonna take long for this wheat field, and I ain't got but one sunflower header. A Geo that freezes lakes but no snow. Mr. B, you can turn the snow off. If you go into the season menu, you go over here to your snow mode. You got one layer and you got it on, and you can turn it off. That's what I do. Keep from having to deal with it. And then all your lakes and stuff should freeze over. You'll still be able to get water out of them, but it'll look like they're froze. Yeah, Tiny, I actually went on there and I bought, can't remember the number of the field. I bought it and I just made my own farm. Put my own silos and stuff down. Watch out, dude, we'll run over. Yeah, like I said, whenever I get finished setting up, I'm gonna start doing some recording on it. It's just gonna be winter time here on this map anyway. Um, I mean, I will come back on here and do some logging, because I want to knock a big portion of these logs out before I leave this map. No problem, Mr. B. Yep, you can turn it off. I'm glad they made that an option, honestly. I can't, I done it one time on Whisper Chills, and that was all I wanted to deal with. I was excited for it, and then changed my mind real quick after it. And after I had to go clean the roads. I say this is a small field, it looks a lot bigger than what it is. I don't think I'm gonna keep any straw, put any straw down on here. I'm gonna have plenty to sell off that barley field. Oh. Anybody know how you're supposed to set how you set up a moderator? Alright, Mr. B. See you when you get back, buddy. Alright, DJ, appreciate it. I need to set up some moderators. Or at least one anyway. Just a second, I'm on Trying to see here, DJ. I couldn't see. Click on their channel. There should be 3 dots beside their name. Channel. Okay, 3 dots. Okay, the options I got is share, block user, settings, watch on TV, terms and privacy, policy, help and feedback. When I click with the 3 dots by their name. J Farmer, no. I am on my Valley of the Old Farm map. Getting some harvest done. Community tab. Where's your community tab at? Whoa, wrong button. Okay, YouTube Studio. Alright. I had to check that out after a while when I get done. Have a look at it. Thanks for the tip, DJ. I appreciate it, buddy. Just did make it to the end of the field. Ain't gonna make it very far up, but I'm gonna set him off and I gotta go back and get the truck and get it cleaned out. Gotta get this guy back to the farm. Guess I should have brought everything up here when I was coming. Hope ain't no cars coming. I don't think I'm gonna make it around this one. When you get passed by a combine, you know you're driving too slow. Man, I hope them ground temperatures come back up so I can get my winter crops in the ground. Gotta try to get harvest done and get all the straw made up and get that field plowed for next year. All in about 2 days. 2 more days. Gonna be fun. Come to think about it, I don't know. This sunflower head might be just a bit too long, too wide for this combine. I don't know if my pipe's gonna reach out past it or not. We'll have to see, I reckon. You know, one thing, I need to turn the time down before it gets dark on us. So what are you guys gonna start on when FS19 comes out? You gonna start out with you gonna start from scratch? You gonna start with a little money, or how you gonna do it? I hadn't decided how I'm gonna do mine yet. Definitely probably do a couple of different games, try out each one to see how they are. But the building your farm up from scratch is gonna be pretty it's gonna be pretty fun, I think. I tell you, I hope the radio stations, if they put any in for 19, I hope they're a little bit more of a variety than what we got in here now. Our yield ought to be pretty good on these two fields because I plowed and got 3 fertilizer states on them. Yes, I agree, Tiny. They both look really good. I think the beeches and the palm trees kind of um, boy. We got a little room to work with there. I don't know. I kind of think that there's quite a few people that didn't really like that. Yep, I agree. I guess they went with the Southern California kind of theme. But we'll just have to wait and see how it turns out. Well, I wish you could harvest 9 miles an hour on everything. That'd make things a lot faster. That's why I like using the sunflower headers instead of the corn headers. Don't take long at all. Hopefully that's enough room for him so he don't go off the side of this hill here when he goes to turn around. Some of these AI workers ain't very intelligent. Yeah, I heard that, Tiny. The golden days of farming, I haven't played that map, but I watched Mr. Silly P's Let's Play on it, and I really like that map, but I'm not, I don't know, I just don't really care too much for using super small equipment. But that map it looked awesome. I think Silly P done like over 30 episodes on that map. I haven't played South Mountain Creamery yet. I just never did. I don't know. That map just didn't appease to me too well. I looked at it when it first came out, but it didn't. It didn't really catch my eye, I guess. Now, see, I was excited for the Farmer Classics to come out because of the little small baler and the because they had that on 13, but it had the little bell pickup on it, and something I thought Giants is the ones who modded it over for 17, but it wasn't them, it was somebody else, and they have a problem with script, so they couldn't get the little pickup wagon, so I just kinda I don't even use it. The Farmer Classics, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, that ain't too fun there. I wish at least that they would have been able to be used with the freaking auto load trailers. I would have thought somebody would have updated their auto trailers to pick up the small bales, but I guess not. Man, could you imagine how many you could get on one of those auto load trailers? There's a mod on PC that you can freaking regular size no, it ain't regular size square bales neither. It's can't think of it. It's a small baler, but that bale trailer holds 400 bales. They're a little bit bigger than the ones uh that come out of the small baler. Yeah, it would be a lot. But if I ain't mistaken, I think that's how people do their bales for horses. They use those small square bales for horse feed. So that'll be interesting to see if they use that concept of 19 when it comes out. Alright, now I gotta get my other tractor. Gotta go back and empty this. Yeah, we didn't my grandpa's got about, or when he was still alive, he had, well, my grandma still got the land. I think he's got about 80 acres over here, and he had about, I want to say about 60 head of cows that he took care of. And we never did do any square bales. He done round bales. Mr. B, yeah, that would be cool to use the horses as a for a skidder. Oh, forgot to turn my. I'm beginning to wonder if Giants is going to get around to testing mercury forms and Shamrock Valley. I know Alien Jim said the other night that it was out of pending and it was in testing now. So hopefully it passes this time. And I think Bullet Bill said that he had a couple of material issues that he had to fix, and he would have it resubmitted by this weekend. So I'm guessing he submitted it today, maybe yesterday or today. I don't know if that's gonna work. No, we'll just leave that little bit in here for now. Nice. One heck of a setup. Yeah, my grandpa, he never done any big scale farming. He never let's see, how can I put it? He never done any grain farming. He just around here, like when I first started playing Farming Simulator and they was talking about silage and stuff, I'm like, what the hell is silage? Because it's not something that you see very often, or that I'd never seen before anyway. Like they would plant corn and cut it down, and then he fed his cows whole corn cobs. And he'd go around with a trailer and just dump it out in the line. Either that or corn and hay and grass. That's about it. Which I still hadn't figured out why the hell we got to feed cows grass that got a pasture to graze in. I was hoping when you're able to place your animal pastures wherever you want to, I was hoping maybe you could put 2 or 3, spread out wherever you want them, and it'd be cool if we could, move them from, when it gets to a certain part of the year, move them from one pasture to the other. You should be able to finish this field before it gets full, hopefully. Yeah, Tiny, it's gonna be uh cool with the horses, especially their ranking up system. I think whenever the next one comes out after 19, I hope maybe then they can put it into where we can choose if we want dairy cows or if we want beef cows. The horses are definitely gonna put a twist on things, that's for sure. I just hope they don't turn out to be like the pigs was. Everybody was excited for the pigs, and then they brought them in the game, and they don't really bring you much money unless you got a whole bunch of them. But I think in the future, beef cattle will definitely be maybe something they try to do, especially since they're leaning more towards the American route. But we'll just have to wait and see. Make it to the end. We're about finished here, guys. I got one field of sunflowers left and that 1 week field, and we'll wrap it up. Everybody get back over there and support Mr. Austin M on their charity stream. Tell you, I wish these sunflower headers had the built-in trailer system on them like the big headers do for the case and the New Holland. Kind of think that's why people don't really use them too much, is because you have to drag them around on the header trailer. We about got this field knocked out. We should be able to get the rest of it before it has to be unloaded again. I can kind of stay up there with the sunflowers. I also wish you could put whatever vehicles you're using, put them in the order you'd want them to. That way you don't have to switch through all everything you got on your phone just to find a truck. Alright, Mr. B, thanks for stopping by, buddy. You have a good night, and we'll catch you on the next one. Alright, see you later, buddy. I wonder why they couldn't make it to where if other farmers has got animals around, or if modders decide to put animals in a different part of the map like Black Sheep did here, why they couldn't make them to where they move instead of them being static like that. What the hell? We'll ride along with the combine. See how he's doing. Alright, so I'll tell you what, I'll just take over this combine. Well, I was. Gotta go back and get the sunflower now. Go back over here. Didn't quite make it to the end. What's everybody got planned for the weekend? Anything exciting? Don't think I'm gonna do much this weekend. Me and my wife will be celebrating our 1-year anniversary tomorrow, and then be watching the ball game tomorrow night. Man, the delay is crazy. I guess at least 15-second delay between what I'm doing and the feedback on the stream. That's crazy. About 3 passes left. Ooh boy, this old combine don't like his heel. I'll tell you, I like these little combines. I hadn't used them too much. They're pretty nice. This guy finish up here. This guy probably got 3 or 4 passes left. Might have to go dump this truck. I'm gonna go do that real quick. Helper G has completed their task. Nice. Sounds like a pretty good weekend there, Tiny. Always important to make time for your family. I bet they do. Me and my wife, we don't have any kids, but her nephew he's something else, boy. He'll keep you, he will keep you busy, that's for sure. So I understand what you mean. Looks like this guy's got one more pass to do. I need to double check and make sure that's all the fields I got. I'm pretty sure it is. Mmm. 3 teenagers. I bet that is fun. Does any of your kids like playing, they like playing Farming Simulator? I'll get these combines and stuff put up on my own time. I think y'all didn't sit here and watch me drive back and forth enough. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this wheat in though. Just curious, what is wheat selling for right now? Probably not very much. Oh, $7.50 at Logger House. I don't know where that's at. Oh, I see it. It's right up the road here. We got 28,000. Might as well go put it in storage. Still hoping for the ground temperatures to get back up above 40 so I can plant wheat by the farm up there in the 3 grass fields that I had. And Helper M has completed their task. I don't know why the heck I came all the way back this way for. I could have just went through the middle of town up there. It'd have been a lot quicker. Dirt to dirt. Oh well. Old boss used to say, if you ain't burning fuel, you ain't working. And we burning fuel, that's for sure. I want to be able to adjust my mirrors too. That would be a cool, cool thing to do. Be able to do, especially in the big trucks. Tiny number 2. What's going on, buddy? How are you? Come at the wrong time. We fishing to be finished up. But I'm still glad you could stop by. I actually went on for, shoot, almost 2 hours. I think we started at 7:30. But where's my combine at? Way down here. Hey James, what's going on, buddy? How are you? You just missed us, buddy. You had to go back and watch it. I had 4 fields I had to harvest, so I figured I'd live stream it. This would be episode number 15. Coming right along. Really enjoying this map. First year's about over and done with. How'd your the hockey game go? Or who won? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get some smaller hitters, I think. But I think that's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. From the valley of the old farm. Got a nice sunset over here. Nice. That is golf cart, ain't it? Nice view. What a way to end the first part of harvest here on the valley of the old farm. I think we don't got very much left here. We've got our 2 big fields of soybeans. We got our 1 field of corn, and we've got our 2 fields of sugar beets. And that will wrap up harvest in year 1 here. For those of you that just jumped in, I am gonna start doing a as soon as I get it set up on Goldcrest, we're gonna be doing a 24-day 1 year with 24 days on Goldcrest Valley. We'll see how that goes. I'm still in the process of getting everything set up, but make sure you keep a lookout for that. It'll be up here soon, I hope. Maybe by Monday or Tuesday we'll be ready to start recording on it. But from the Valley of the Old Farm, I am the Beast 93. Thank y'all for stopping by and watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you hadn't subscribed, go ahead and do that. And I will see y'all on the next one. Y'all take it easy.